Our travel advisor made an observation that stuck with us. He said the single most overlooked source of credit line perks or credit has nothing to do with booking windows, loyalty status, or sale pricing. It's referrals, peer-to-peer referral programs. Most of the programs aren't complicated, but most cruisers simply don't know they exist. If you are booking a cruise line for the first time, or if you have a favorite line you keep recommending to friends, there's a real chance money is sitting on the table. That money nobody told you about. We went through 18 lines to map exactly what is available, what has expired, and where the real value lives. I'm Leah, Doug's behind the camera today, and we are Go Travel Life. So, quick map of this video. 18 cruise lines total, 3 that had programs and let them go, including one that ended just last month. 4 mass market lines that replaced the referral concept with something different entirely, and 10 lines with active programs right now, ranked from least to most generous. Stick with us to get to the big money. One caveat up front, these programs change, and the video is proof of that. Terms shift, amounts adjust, programs end. We are reporting what is accurate as of our recording date. The date is in the description. If you catch an update we missed, or if we have missed a nuance to one of these programs, please drop it in the comments. It really helps the community. One other note, most lines are very specific that any onboard credit is non-refundable, as well as future cruise credits may have a time limit to be used. Make sure that you take the time to read all the terms and conditions for each program. So let's start with 3 lines that no longer have active referral programs, because knowing what isn't there is just as useful as knowing what is. So first up, Viking. On February 8th, 2025, Viking ended its Refer a Friend program entirely. No replacement announced as of yet. If you have friends considering Viking for the first time, there's nothing to pass along. Their loyalty relationship runs entirely through the Viking Society, which are benefits that flow to you as an individual sailor, but the peer introduction mechanism is gone, for now anyway. Second up, Azamara. Their referral program expired in June of 2025. One important aspect to note here though, Azamara is still honoring credits earned before the expiration, but instead of the expected $200 gift cards, it's now onboard credit for $400, so they doubled it. But the program is not accepting new referrals. It's worth a check if you sell Azamara regularly. These programs might come back. Third, and the most recent, is Cunard. Their program ended in June of 2026. Cunard had one of the cleaner structures on the list, $100 onboard credit for both the new guest and the refer. We confirmed with Cunard Line that program is no longer active as of last month. So here's the honest answer on all 3. Programs end for business reasons that aren't always visible from the outside. Viking, Azamara, and Cunard may bring referral programs back, or they may not. If you sail any of these lines, a quick check with your travel advisor before you book takes 30 seconds and costs nothing. So for now, all 3 are off the board. Moving on. So next up, the 4 mass market lines, Carnival, MSC, Norwegian, and Royal Caribbean, which also includes Celebrity. These lines carry the majority of cruise passengers afloat right now. Here's the honest answer, peer-to-peer referral programs are not part of how they acquire customers at the moment. That said, they have built alternatives that are worth knowing, especially if your friends and family are already sailing these lines. Carnival, for example, runs what they call a fun match program. It's casino-based. If you hold loyalty standing with a land-based casino like MGM, Caesars, or others, Carnival will match that status and extend casino benefits on board. The peer referral track isn't there, but if your travel circle runs through the casino world, that match is a real financial tool worth flagging. Now, MSC has something broader. The Status Match program allows a new MSC customer to match their loyalty tier from another cruise line, or even a hotel chain, an airline, etc. The list is extensive. So if you have status somewhere else and a friend is considering MSC for the first time, they can come in at a match tier rather than starting from 0. That is a runway shortcut, even if it's a different concept than a cash referral. Norwegian Cruise Line takes a similar approach through what they call status honoring. I have a personal example here. We have a higher status on NCL than we do on Oceania, purely from years of sailing with our kids. And when we matched that over, it translated into about $450 up to $700 on our next cruise in additional onboard credit. That number is real, so take the time to check that out. Royal Caribbean, and this covers Celebrity as well since they sit under the same corporate umbrella, runs two mechanisms. First, a cross-brand loyalty status match across the full Royal Caribbean group, so Royal, Celebrity, and Silversea. Status on one transfers to the others. Second, a points choice program where you can sail one line with the group and choose to accrue points on another. If your friends and family are already invested in one of these three brands, that cross-brand structure is worth a conversation before they book. So here's the frame for all four of these lines. Their acquisition investment goes into scale, into advertising, loyalty infrastructure that rewards existing guests. The personal referral credit model, where you hand someone a link and both of you walk away with cash or credit, is a feature concentrated in the premium and luxury tiers, which is exactly where we're going to go now. 10 programs, and one of them will give you back 5% of your cruise fare. On a $20,000 sailing, that's $1,000. It's working up to that, so stay with us. Starting at the bottom of the rank 10 sits Princess Cruises. The program is functional, it just isn't very generous. The new guest receives a $25 future cruise credit at registration, and then an additional $25 onboard credit once their booking hits final payment. The refer gets $25 onboard credit at the same trigger point, final payment made. The mechanism here is different from most. You are connecting your friend with your CVP, your Princess Cruise Vacation Planner, who is part of the Princess team directly. So your friend opts in, the CVP reaches out, and if a booking follows, the rewards trigger. There's no cap on the number of people you can refer currently. One precision note, the $25 future cruise credit and the $25 OBC are two separate instruments. The future cruise credit comes at sign up, the onboard credit comes at final payment. Onboard credit is spendable on the sailing, non-refundable. FCC is applied to a future booking. Read those terms carefully before you promise a friend a specific credit. At $25, this is the category of worth knowing it exists, but it probably won't change your booking math at all. Next up, Holland America line. So they step it up a little bit. New guest, $50 onboard credit. The refer, $50 future cruise credit. Delivered once the friend's booking reaches final payment. The friend must be new to Holland America, obviously. First time sailing with this line, not just a new booking. One flag, Holland reserves the right to cap the total number of referrals per calendar year. A specific number hasn't been published though, but the terms acknowledge that a ceiling may be enforced. If you're planning to send multiple friends, check directly with Holland before you start making any promises. Next up, Windstar Cruises will provide $100 in shipboard credit for the new guest, $100 for the refer. Simple structure, not complicated. For a line sailing destinations this specific, this kind of port a large ship simply cannot reach. $100 credit toward a shore excursion. It's a meaningful start. Quick pause here. If our data forward, no fluff approach is how you like to plan your travels, we're a small channel and subscriber count helps to tell YouTube that our videos are worth watching. Thanks. Next up, Virgin Voyage runs a program called Refer a Sailor. You refer a friend, they book their first voyage, and once they've paid in full within 45 days of their sailing date, you both receive a $150 bar tab. On a line where the bars are the happy place, a $150 bar tab is real additional spending. Your cap as the referrer is $300 per voyage, so 2 successful referrals per sailing. The friend gets their $150, you get yours. Both credits are valid for 12 months from issuance. Some conditions worth knowing. You must have completed at least one paid Virgin voyage to participate as a referrer. Charters and complimentary fare sailings do not count. The referred friend must opt into Virgin's marketing communications as part of this process. That's their verification mechanism. So the bar tab is also not combinable with lock-it-in rates or reduced rate cabins. One more Virgin program worth flagging, even though it's not currently active. Virgin has previously run a second program called Sail with Friends. So this is designed for when you and your referred friends book the same sailing together. I confirm that this program is not available right now, but if you cruise Virgin regularly with a large group of friends, it is worth checking into this before you book. It has run before, and the structure was a solid group incentive when it was live. Next up, Oceania. Their program is called the Ambassador Program, and it lands at $200 on both sides. So the new guest gets $200 savings off their first reservation, and the referring Oceania Club member receives $200 as a future cruise credit, up to 4 times per calendar year. The current terms and conditions state that there's a timing requirement that you absolutely need to know. The new guests must complete an internal ambassador referral form at oceanacruises.com/ambassador within 14 days of paying their initial deposit. You miss that window and the credit does not apply. This is an active step the new guest has to take, and take quickly. Put it in the booking confirmation email you send them. The future cruise credit for the referrer is valid for 1 year from the date of creation, and since Oceania went adults only fleet-wide in January of 2026, that condition is now baked into every sailing your referrals will book. Next up, Seabourn. Seabourn created Seabourn Club Referral Rewards. It's $250 per suite shipboard credit for both the referring club member and their referred guests. Instructions are pretty straightforward on this one. Once your first-time friends or family have booked a future Seabourn voyage, simply register them for the reward on the Seabourn website. Then download and submit a referral rewards redemption form to receive your own reward on the same or a later voyage. You can combine up to 2 rewards on any one voyage, making $500 US on board spending money. Explora Journeys. Their currency is called Future Journey Credits. The USD equivalent, $250 per side. So new guests get 200 Future Journey credits, which equates to $250, plus 500 Explora Club points credited after completing their first journey. The referring member gets the same 200 Future Journey credits and 500 points credited once the referred guest has actually embarked the ship. Timing is really critical with Explora. We want to say this clearly. The referred guest must use the referrer's custom link to create their Explora account before placing a booking. If they create the account independently first and then try to attach the referral afterward, it does not qualify. The referral has to come before the account creation. This sequence really matters on this one. You can refer up to 10 guests per year, and as the referrer, you can stack up to 600 FJC, which is the equivalent of 3 referral awards, towards a single booking. That's about $750 in referral value applied to one sailing. For a line at this price tier, that is worth planning around intentionally. Next up, Regent 7 Seas. Their ambassador program delivers $250 in savings to the new guest and a $250 future cruise credit to the referring 7 Seas Society member. Current terms and conditions show the 14-day clock applies here as well. The new guests must complete Regent's ambassador referral form on the website within 14 days of their deposit. The referring member must hold active 7 Seas Society status. So this is a program for guests who have actually already sailed Regent before. Here's a logistical detail worth tracking. Referring members can apply up to 4 suite referrals towards a single booking. Refer 4 new guests over the course of a year, and those credits can stack towards 1 future Regent voyage. 4 referrals at $250 each, that's $1,000 in accumulated credit towards a single sailing. That number is also worth building a plan around. Next up, Silversea. Their Venetian Society program lands at $500 per suite for the new guest and $500 savings for the referring member to apply towards a booking of your choice. For grand voyages, Silversea's extended itineraries, the new guest savings can increase up to $1,000 per suite. The mechanics here work a little differently for most lines. There's no dedicated referral link to generate. The new guest has to provide the referring Venetian Society member's full name and loyalty number to their travel advisor or Silversea consultant at the time of booking. The tracking happens inside mysilversea.com. If the information isn't given at booking, the new guest has 21 days from the deposit date to submit the formal referral. 21 days, a slightly wider window than the 14-day cliff we've seen elsewhere. The referred booking must be a new full fare booking with a paid deposit. Waiting list status does not qualify. But at $500 per suite, Silversea is near the top of the list, but it isn't the top. That position belongs to Crystal. And here is where the structure of this entire comparison comes into focus. Crystal does not offer a fixed dollar amount. Crystal offers 5% of your cruise fare to the new guest, and the same value, 5%, to the referring Crystal Society member as either a credit towards a future voyage or an as-you-wish onboard credit. So let's run the math, because this is where the details start to matter. A $10,000 Crystal sailing, 5% is $500 each, 15,000 sailing, $750 each, and 20,000 sailing, which Crystal's longer itineraries tend to reach this and higher, 5% is $1,000 each. There's no cap on the number of guests you can refer currently in the T's and C's, and no ceiling on how many referral credits you can apply towards a single booking on your end, again, according to current T's and C's. The new guest simply provides your Crystal Society member information within 14 days of their deposit. The referrer's credit is earned once the new booking is within 45 days of departure and paid in full. Reduced rate bookings, charters, incentive groups do not qualify, full fare bookings only. Crystal gets the nod here. The percentage structure means the program scales with the product, and at Crystal's pricing tier, 5% is a meaningful number on every qualifying sailing. So here's where we land on all this. If you're sailing a mass market line, you want to refer friends. The peer referral mechanism simply is not available for those 4 lines. The leverage lives in the status match tools instead, so that's where to look. Choose Princess or Holland if you want a lighter touch introduction and a modest credit is better than none at all. Windstar matches the $100 mark for a line that earns its reputation in destination access alone. Choose Oceania, Explora, Virgin, some of the others. If you're in the $150 to $250 range and want a program with real structure behind it, mind the timing windows though on all of these. Choose Regent or Silversea if you're in the ultra luxury tier and want 500 or more play on both sides of the introduction. And if you're already sailing Crystal, or if you have friends seriously considering it for the first time, that 5% structure is the most financially significant referral program we've found on the water right now. One final thing. These programs change. Viking, Azamara, Cunard, 3 programs that were on this list a year ago or even last month that are no longer here. The recording date is in the description. If something has shifted by the time you're watching, please let us know in the comments. It helps the whole community. And once again, for every program you're looking at, read the T's and C's and understand the process to make it happen. Details, not drama. Thanks for watching.